right, everybody, welcome back to Dokkan When. It has been a very, very long time since I've actually sat down and just recorded a true Dokkan When. I say that, I feel like the last few times I've said it just because 2023 has kicked my ass, y'all. Like, it is awful. It's so bad. I'm joined by a new buddy, Arion. Welcome to the show, Arion.
What's up, Hayden?
It's Ariane here's a longtime fan. He randomly found me. I don't even know where. I'll be honest, I don't know where this man came from. He just showed up one day. Like I make it a bit. Like I found this man in Walmart. Like Joe, I found him in Walmart. Go Tanks. Art, a wild guy I had on a show like Dokkan Who like 2 years ago. I genuinely don't know where the fuck you came from. You just
I'm
showed up in
back
my
on my
Discord one day.
coma.
Well, how did you get? I'm curious. I'm gonna ask. How did you get my Discord? You just randomly showed up one day and kind of assimilated.
Do you know Zay, right?
Okay, that's enough. I know. That's enough of
So
an answer.
I've known him in person for a long time, and he told me about this server, and he was like, "You're probably the guy I rely on most for Dokkan, so I just wanted to invite you over to the server." And I was like, "Well, sure, why not?" And when I came in, it was around the time where I had a really controversial character that I was supporting. Well, not really supporting, but I believed he was actually really good that nobody else really saw. He goes formally by Least Tone.
he
So by the time I joined, it was already like, okay, well, I have some kind of attention within the community right now.
Yeah, now you're just sitting here as the one that if something, I'll be honest with you. Whenever you first joined the thing, I was like, man, he's gonna say something. I'm just gonna hate it. I'm just gonna hate whatever it is he's gonna say because people out there. He and I, when we first met, would kind of be like, not arguments, or it'd be arguments, but we'd just kind of be like spatting at each other. He's like, man, I don't like you, and you don't like me either.
It was
But
more like debates, but it really did feel like well, I'm gonna have this opinion, you're gonna have this opinion, and we're not gonna see eye to eye.
yeah, we had like one day it was literally like a 4 hour argument with each other.
I completely forgot what it was about. I just know that it happened.
It was originally over memory versus
Oh yeah, because I remember I was bringing up like psychology and stuff. Yeah,
it was memory versus memorization and stuff like that.
yeah.
It
It
was
was it was when we talking about games when you bringing up like games aren't hard when they're just repeat
oh
memory or just
games aren't skill based. Games are memory based. That's exactly how the whole argument
yeah.
began. So
It was that. It was. I remember we had a whole like 4 hour argument just about that topic.
how's that work? And this was going on. I had people asking, what the fuck are you arguing in? What are you doing over there? I don't type on my phone so much. I'll swipe on TikTok. And so they literally notice I'm sitting over here typing up a storm at all the times. All right, off topic on anything that's ever going to get asked anywhere. Have you ever played the game Alan Wake?
No, I have not.
Then get off my show. It is a great game.
Uh,
Its sequel came out today. I'm super excited to be playing it. I'm gonna be doing that after this.
I don't really play games as much anymore, but it did look interesting. But like I just haven't played. Like I played Mortal Kombat 1 recently, and then outside of that, like I haven't really been playing anything else.
You know what? That's I guess fair to each their own. I have a game podcast and I like video games, so I kind of got to stick up with games I want to play. Except for
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
except Mario Wonder. I don't want to play Mario Wonder. I do because it's a musical, and people out there that don't know I like musicals. I don't like Mario. I don't wanna.
A lot of my friends have been saying that it actually is a pretty well made game, like whether you like Mario or not. But for the most part, yeah, it's gonna be different than what most people expect.
Except what I know is I've seen like three scenes of it, and one of like the first one I saw was the piranha plants. We are the piranha plants marching one by one, and I was like, oh my god, this is adorable. But no, the only Mario game I'm gonna play and say is great is Mario RPG that releases I think a month from today. I think a month from today.
Yeah, I think so.
We're not here to discuss Mario though, Ariane.
No, you're not.
I can't remember what it is we're going to discuss, but we're going to discuss something. Dokkan. That's what we're going to discuss. Welcome to Dokkan,
Something
everybody.
with the podcast name, right?
I mean, yeah, it's something with the podcast, which, yeah. All right, we're actually going to discuss year 9 is more or less right around the corner. We're about to be in November. We're a few days away from being November, and then it's like 3 months until the 9th anniversary. Fuck. This
That How is it 9 already?
I'll be honest. I didn't think this game was gonna last past year 3 whenever I first got it.
I thought for what it was just a little quick, enjoyable way to pass your time. And now I'm at this point where if I'm not link leveling, I'm probably not on the game.
You know, or it's to the point now though. There's a Dokkan podcast out there, like 3 of them, and I started it. I started it, people. I started the Dokkan podcast trend. They stole my idea.
The OG.
But like no, but it's ridiculous to see that 9 years, and also look at the difference between look at SDR Gogeta versus Tech Gogeta. It's just a massive difference.
That's something that's been really good that they've been doing where when they've been using characters that they've already made, that they've still made them look fresh and have used things like with Tech Gogeta, there's a lot of stuff that we haven't seen with the other iterations of Super Gogeta that just make him still feel like a fresh new unit.
Mm-hmm. And then they can do the Dokkan original stuff, like we just got Vegito Blue, who has his own Dokkan original animations. They can still do this all now that they have that. Dokkan's open to an infinite of possibilities, and it's absolutely great. This game's never gonna die.
The Vegeta Blue one really blew me away because I really did think that when they do an original animation, they need some kind of like basis to work with. Like even if it's like a 10-second clip of something, they'll be like, okay, well we can take this and add a little bit of this into it, or just shoot out a random Kamehameha or something at the end of it. But no, this was just something completely off
Yeah.
of any like just their own idea. And I was like, okay, well you go off.
Like my god, this is legitimately probably my favorite animation in the game. Even if no matter how hard it is to get the unit, it's just my favorite bit of it is his like kick with the orb circling. He just pops his sword out. I have that as my background on my phone. It's just so
Yeah,
fucking immaculate.
like it was that. I was like, you look at this, and then you look at like LR hit and like Super Saiyan God Goku would hit, or you look at pretty much any other Dokkan original quote unquote unit, and it's like this guy's animations blew them away. Still looks amazing and has like little to no flaws in it.
Yeah, it's great. But in case nobody figured out, we're gonna be discussing units kind of we want to see for I guess ninth anniversary or subsequently 10th anniversary. It's just upcoming anniversary units that we want to see because Dokkan has Dokkan has more characters than Goku and Vegeta.
I've been saying this since year 6. Can we please have an extreme class character in the anniversary have a focus?
You know what? I'm gonna surprise you with this first one then because that actually goes into it. I guess we'll just go back and forth, but I want us to go back to like how year 1 was with a Gogeta and Janemba, and this I guess it'll be more of year 10 for 10th anniversary thing of it. Is have a new Gogeta, a transforming LR Gogeta, and a transforming LR Janemba to kind of come into bringing a new era of 10 years of Dokkan. That would be, memory of the first year of it all. If we get another extreme, Janemba, I think, is still deserving of a Dokkan anniversary spot. And you can
There's a
have.
lot of stuff that they can do with this Gogeta and Janemba thing. Like Janemba does not have an LR at all. He has one, but it's there was a lot of stuff that they left out. Like I don't think the LR has. Oh no, he does have it in Rage mode. I was gonna say the
Yeah.
Rakasha's
He has
Claw.
one turn
Uh,
of the he has one turn of the sword.
with the original animation stuff though, Janemba just has a lot more paths open. And then for the Gogeta, we already have 2 that transform into Super, and none that are like standalone.
Yeah, like we need a. That's what I'd love. I mean, I guess I could theoretically do it again. Part 1 would be a new Goku and Vegeta, and then a transforming Janemba, and then part 2 could be a standalone Super Saiyan Gogeta and new standalone Janemba. But or I don't know how I'd want it to be. But I do feel like we need ourselves like I would like that movie to get hit again because it has been when did that Janemba release? It's been It's been what 2 years since that Janemba's release, and that's the last time Fusion Reborn was touched, right? He came.
Yeah,
He
actually, because there actually hasn't been anything else since. Because nothing else really stood out. Not even like a Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the movie.
Yeah, no, hell, no. You know what? That could be a the part 1 is the Goku, and then the transforming
Like the
Janemba.
base, we have like the base Shinemba have like his own little LR thing, and then from there,
Yeah,
either make them transform, or you could just have like the part 2 be something around like involving that. We should have like the Gogeta and the Janemba just stand alone.
like that'd be absolutely great to do something like that. Like you said, it's been literally 9 years since we've had
We
an
we do
extreme.
not have an LR Carnival Fusion actually at the moment, as far as I'm aware.
We don't.
Yeah, not a single Carnival LR Fusion, which is surprising considering how much they love to, jam the fusions as LR Dokkan Fest and the celebrations. But not a single one of them is Carnival.
Yeah, I mean they're all Goku's though. Like I think
It's
Carnival,
always gonna
except for
go back
Cooler,
to
except for
Goku.
Cooler, we have one unit, one Carnival that I can think of that's not related to Goku.
It's just him and I believe
Trunks.
sort of Hope and well, sort of Hope and Gohan technically, because
I said,
but
I said
in the end
related to
they both
Goku.
involve
Related to
Goku
Goku.
one way or another. It
Related to
always
Goku.
comes down to Goku.
But yeah, it's always
Like
Goku's the big seller. It's Goku and Vegeta. If it's not one of those two, well, who cares?
like the Sort of Hope standby animation, I believe like the actual attack when he gets the Sort of Hope, it's Goku and Vegeta there. When you have Gohan, when he's doing the Kamehameha, you have Goku show up. Like it
That's
always
cool
comes
though.
back to
That's cool though. You have that's
it,
absolutely
for an
cool.
original. This we're going back to the original animation thing where it's like that was super cool, but then you look at it, it had a basis, right? It was just the one handed Kamehameha, and then they just added on to it their own little unique spies. But it was super cool. Like I love it. It's one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It was so satisfying just because that's the that's the end of how this movie should or the special should have gone. It's an alternate reality, which I absolutely love.
I love the little tease, like the little Easter egg that they put on where it's like he needs to be in the rainy city for it to activate, but then after he does it, then he just removes it on the windscreen. It's like, oh, he did it. He beat the darkness, and it's just so nice to see.
Yeah. I love Future Gohan. Favorite character. 100% favorite character. People out there in
I,
case you don't
I
know,
understand.
Future Gohan. He's the best character. And Bardock second.
I wish I could agree, but I
Eh,
completely get where you're coming from.
you know what? I'll let you go. What would you like to see?
Well, if we're doing an anniversary thing, I think we're at a point where even though Vegeta Blue has just gotten his download celebration, I think he should have at least the next Annie because when you look at year 7 where it was a Gogeta into a Gogeta, I think it'd be fair to give Super Vegito something for the anniversary.
Oh, that actually kind of goes into something fun I've talked about once. Is a we need our own Dokkan Original Super Saiyan 4 Vegito because he technically does not exist. We only have Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Vegito.
Yeah, but I believe that's the only iteration of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that exists within these
It
like
it
games.
does, but I'm going very specific because if you look at the unit, if you look at the
Yeah,
unit,
it says Super Saiyan 4 Vegito Xeno.
exactly. So that means they could technically make a Dokkan Original Super Saiyan 4 Vegito.
They definitely could, and in that case, it'd be really cool. But I don't know if they're going to be willing to just make up transformations like that. But if they do, I'm not opposed to it. Just new extra stuff that they can add on their own terms, and then we're back to that infinite content that they've included with this new idea.
Yeah, I
Like
love.
the world is their egg.
And 100% is, and that's why as Dokkan's gone on, I love it more and more, just because like people out there, I'll say this, I said it in like 2 episodes ago. I stopped playing Dokkan just because I'm trying to stop spending money. I still love Dokkan. It's still by far my favorite mobile game to date. I guess besides Angry Birds Rio, because I loved Angry Birds Rio. But oh my god,
The
it's
class.
good. It's so good. Dokkan has so much to it. Like we're gonna spend the next 45 minutes still talking about other units we want to see for there. But God, Dokkan, Akatsuki, steal my ideas. Ariane, have I ever? I don't. You laugh. They have stolen our ideas verbatim before. Not even kidding.
I have called a few things before. Like I knew like what my first guest for this upcoming down celebration was a Goku Black Saga theme. I just didn't get the characters on par. But I thought it would be a Goku Black and Zamasu into a few Zamasu maybe, but it was just raw like corrupted merge Zamasu.
Yeah, and it's also since since as far as I know you may or may not have heard our show. Our first time it was year 6. My buddy Dale had called the full power Roshi, and it's just moments like that that get a new unit verbatim comes out. It's new full power transformation Rose, well not transformation, but full power Roshi who dodges. He's an LR and all this fun stuff. Oh, guess what? LR
I
Roshi.
was half right on one of my guesses. When I said that after the 8th year anniversary, we would get three new like Goku or Vegeta units, and specifically like base ones. And we did end up getting three base Gokus like back to back to back.
Let's. Yeah, I think I may actually have this message pinned. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Instead, we'll get three Goku and Vegeta units this upcoming year who'll just outright gap the game. So you're half right.
yeah, I was half right. I just knew we would get something like that. I didn't think it would be back to back to back like that. I didn't think we'd have a Carnival Goku into the Dokkan Fest Goku into a Gold Coin Goku. That was just straight up guess, just luck of the draw.
Yeah. It's they listen to us. I swear they do. I don't know who. I think it's Pat. I think Pat's the actual spy, but somebody in here is a spy.
I wouldn't throw the theory out the window just yet.
He called the what it was the year 6 worldwide with the Goku and Frieza. He had called it in one episode. It'll be, I guarantee you it's going to be a Super Saiyan Goku in full power Frieza. And like 3 months later, it's a Super Saiyan Goku in full power Frieza.
I can't believe it because when I was really busy during the announcement, so I didn't hear about it for like a while. And then when I finally got back with my friends, and they're like, "Yeah, the banner's dropping in like 10 minutes." I'm like, "What? All right, well, let me just open it up." I see a new Goku, and I see a new full power Frieza. I'm like, "Oh, what the? Okay, they're just gonna drop this on us."
And that also will go into our next one because you know what I would love to see as an anniversary is a Namek Saga anniversary. I know it's been a bit since we've actually got a Namek Saga, at least that I can think of.
We have not gotten a final form Frieza or actually, yeah, no, there has not been a new Namek Saga like Goku or Vegeta since I believe the Down celebration of that year.
Yeah, that's Ginyu. Ginyu was the last time we got any Namek Saga. That's what I mean. It's been a
God, it was after year 7, so
yeah, no, it will. I mean, it's now about to be 2 years.
yeah, that's still we're entering year 9, and that was at the end of year like right after year 7.
I think wasn't he the first unit after year 7?
Yeah, it was him and then Majin Vegeta, I believe.
Yeah, but I would love to see. Hold on. I would love to see a Kaioken times 20 Goku. I love that whole bit. There's a guy I've seen on YouTube. I think his name's Lesby Epic, LEZBEEPIC, and he did he used to do theatrical cuts of Dokkan and stuff like not Dokkan of Dragon Ball. And you go back and I watched it, then I watched the anime again. Kaioken times 20 Goku was awesome. It was a
they really let him show off, and then just kind of went like, "Oh no, Frieza's still going to be a lot stronger." But they really let him like drag out what he was doing and how he like attacked. Yeah. And I thought that was just super cool just to see.
It was like having like a times 20 Kaioken Goku, and then I guess maybe a first form Frieza.
Yeah, I mean we don't even have like
part 1 to be
anything
Vegeta
on the final form Frieza,
and then. Yeah, and then part 2 I could see being Kaioken Goku, and then Final Form Frieza.
Because Final Form Frieza hasn't gotten anything, right? Like we have a first form LR from the Prime battle. We have 2 full power Friezas now that are LRs, but Final Form has gotten next to nothing. Like it has like not even like an actual DFE because either the transformation one, like the tech one, or the TOP one, which is from Final Form to Golden. But nothing really like actually centered around Final Form.
Yeah, no, we need. I'm surprised they haven't yet, which makes me think that eventually we're going to be getting one. Like
I believe somebody in the server has actually mentioned that before. I think Fluffy.
I fucking love the names. It's so fun. I know who you talk about, and people out there that don't, but it's like, do we need stuff like that? Like that right there. They have a whole saga they can go on still. Like say part 1 is Vegeta and Frieza first form, an LR first form Frieza. Part 2 is Goku, who's a 200% say final trump card, and then Frieza's a 200% terrifying conquerors, something like that.
The other thing would be that they could give Frieza a revive because they have been really like suppressive with that mechanic. Do you know we went the entire worldwide celebration without a revive, I believe?
Did we?
Yeah, because they didn't. Yeah, I think the entire worldwide celebration there was not a single revive character. Because Vegeta Blue was a transformation active, CMZ had the domain, And then you look at Sword of Hope, he had the standby, and then Future Gohan had the active and domain.
Yeah, I guess he didn't. Okay. I guess it wasn't any.
Uh, and then I believe I've mentioned it before somewhere where it's like we don't even have like 10 revival characters at the moment, and it's been a mechanic since year 6. So it's been 3 whole years, and we don't even have 10 revival characters. They they need to stop being like seclusive with that. I believe like 23, like the 23rd World Tournament Goku was the last one. This is a standby to revive.
Yeah, his was the most recent, and I thought they had more than 10. I thought we were at like
Uh,
12. And I could be wrong. I thought we were at like 12.
I haven't really counted them all, but just off the top of my head, I really couldn't count 10. And I was like, wow, really?
So we
Well,
got
I mean,
Cooler.
yes.
We have Cooler. We have Gohan, the future Gohan, the AGL one. We have Bird
Yep.
Goku. We
Yep.
have the Nam.
With MEY and the Blue Evolution.
Okay, that right there is, was that 5? Is that was that part of it?
5, yeah. So
Then
we
you
need 5 more.
then you got the 23 Goku.
The
You,
GT Goku Vegeta.
yeah, the year 8. You have the
The Roshi.
Roshi. You have the Vegeta and the Goku. That puts it at 9.
Yep, so just one more from there.
Free to play
And
Hercule.
oh, yeah, he does have one.
He has a 50% chance of one. I think.
And then, is that it?
I want to say there's another one, but I cannot think of who.
Vegeta. Yeah, no, and that makes it 10. But the 23rd Goku came out not too long ago. So when I said it, I think he was just right before the 10th one.
Yeah. Let's see.
So it's like they're really making this thing seclusive. It's like the domain we already have. We already
Omega.
have one.
Omega has one.
Oh yeah, I guess then he was after the 23rd Goku actually. So then yeah, he was the 11th.
Yeah, but only 10. So, yeah, okay. They don't even count the. They don't even have Hercule in this. I guess it's because his isn't a guaranteed, and you know what? That makes perfect sense. But yeah, we need Namek Saga. I know we need like a new Goku, a new Vegeta. I know we just got a lot of Gokus and Vegetas this year, but we need a Kaioken times 20 Goku because we have like one unit in the game that actually is iterated anywhere near it.
Yeah. And then it's really hard to imagine that they're gonna make an anniversary or like a Down celebration focus on. Well, no, the Down celebration they do focus on the villains, but on the anniversaries, it's like they have I think outside of like the Esther Gogeta and Janemba, like never really given a villain the time to shine in part 1.
Oh no, never, never, never.
Since Janemba, at least everything else has always been double super.
Gokus and Vegetas or Gogetos and Vegetos.
And then it's scary to think that because of this download celebration, we might not even get like an extreme class on the part 2 of anniversary either. So we might actually have a full super class anniversary, and that would just be horrible for my mental state.
Oh, we did this past year, and that was grand.
Oh yeah, the Kaiku and the Koku. Oh my god,
I mean, it's
I
better.
can't.
I'll say it's better than last year's because like the part 2s and the Saiyan
Was
Saga.
Kyle Cannon Ape Vegeta, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they.
Saiyan Saga does deserve a lot more, but that anniversary was not it because they did not give them anything outside of the unit.
No, they 100% need their. You know what? I'll let you go into your next one. Next, your turn.
So you said Saiyan Saga, and then I had already brought up the Super Vegeta, but in another case, I think an anniversary focusing on something that isn't their run of the mill stuff. Like I think an anniversary completely focused on Dragon Ball Heroes would be really
Oh
great.
my God, Arion, marry me. You are 100% right.
Like Dragon Ball Heroes is a yearly thing, so they could just instead of making it secluded to this one, like we're gonna get it soon, but like next year, well, I would say it depends on when they decide to converge the global and JP servers. When they do that, then they could be like, oh well, it won't matter anymore. Let's just do the Dragon Ball Heroes for the anniversary, and then whatever we plan here, just make them regular run of the mill units on the other months.
Yeah, I'd love for that. I've been wanting Heroes to be more mainstream. At least have the banners show up twice a month, twice a year. Like have it
At
like
the
at every 6 months, have it come back. Let's say it'll come. It's like the banner from the year before. Like it'll be like, say, let's take this year's banner. It'll be Limit Breaker Vegito. Then it'll have Limit Breaker Vegito 6 months later. Limit Breaker Vegito 6 months later. New banner, and just so on and so forth. That way you have 2 times to summon on it. I feel like that would be really well, because fuck, man, I love
Once
heroes.
a year, and then they're just completely limited. So if you didn't summon on the banner, oh well, good luck. Good luck next year, I guess.
Like, and that also bring the easy A's back too.
And then we still don't have an LR for heroes, and I believe we're not getting one still. So
Okay, I actually have a theory on that. I actually do have a theory this year. Don't know if it is, because they'll always kind of show the final art of the main units if it's something that can. Like last year, they had the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. They showed their SSR art and their TUR art, and you could tell the clear difference of it. And Rose, the transformation Rose we have is transformed. We have one art for Limit Breaker Vegito, which is probably going to be his SSR. Because
I would assume so.
it looks too damn good to be his TUR. Because Hero's SSR arts are fucking immaculate.
I know. I think for the longest time, I never actually awakened my Limit Breaker Simpson 4 Vegeta just because, God, that SSRR is just
God,
raw.
that it is. It's like, it's amazing, and I would like, that's a theory this year, is because that at least years past I can think of, they showed at least the TUR stage, if nothing else, from what I remember.
Yeah, so they're being really secretive about this one, so I can definitely see where you're coming from with this.
And I would love, I'm going to say this right now, people. I'm going to make a quick comeback for Dragon Ball Heroes going 1,000 stones. I shouldn't, because I have like 400, but I'm going to, because I love Heroes. And I'm going to do like another big old Heroes stream. So get prepared for that. I'll be doing it probably the night of Heroes. If not, depending on when it drops, if I have work, it'll be 2 days later. But that's not the point. I'll be coming back for Heroes this year. But yeah, I would love. That's my theory right now. Is Vegito? We may get an LR Vegito.
And then if we don't, it's like an anniversary with a converged JP and Global would be the best time to kind of unveil it. Especially, could you imagine with the fact that they have their own original animations too? Like,
Yeah.
they would just never have to really worry about source material. They could just be like, oh, well, we're gonna make a duo Gogeta Vegito card, and we're just gonna give them their own unique animation, like a final Kamehameha Big Bang Kamehameha, like a final Big Bang Kamehameha kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's their own original thing. They have nothing to base off of, so they can just do whatever the hell they want with it. Or like a Spirit Soul Punisher.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Or make it even better, Gogito. The fusion of Gogeta and Vegito as the active skill.
Then see, that's not a heroes thing, but it's like if we're gonna go to the point where they're
I
like
can
just
see it
raw.
being a Heroes thing. I'm surprised it isn't, honestly.
Because it's like I don't know how they would do because there are technically two individual beings and they can't do it with earring because he already has the pair, so they'd have to fusion dance again.
I bet they
But
could do the earring
it's not
again.
impossible. In
Because
theory,
they can take the earring off. Like, they can take the earrings off. Because, Elder Kai was a fusion and he took them off. Same with
well,
Kabito
his
Kai.
is permanent. I think like when Kefla was getting hit by the Kamehameha on the TOP, she was completely fine, and then the moment the earring broke, I think she split.
Yeah, but that broke it. That was like, I always imagine that as like the canister for the power itself.
Yeah, but with the Elder Kai, he's a Kai, so it's permanent with him, or at
Yeah.
least that's what it's saying.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know how it would be, but I could see them just, or that, it's, I remember, this guy I remember watching on YouTube that actually did it, and the Vegito had 2 earrings in one ear.
What the heck?
But I could absolutely see something like that. In
He
Heroes,
gets like
anyway.
nose piercings and the rings and the earrings just on his
Oh my, that'd be, no, make it nipple rings, because they have the thing, it's like,
Hey, oh god, he has the Gogeta jacket too. He's just gonna.
what, okay, I now wonder if that would work. If that would actually work.
It'd be. I'm not too sure because they one pair on one aspect of the other person and then one on the other, and then they have to like converge. But with the fusion dance, it's literally just the merging of two people. And
Yeah.
since
I'll be into the nipple rings.
what they claimed is that the fusion output is a whole separate being, in theory it works.
I was meaning the nipple ring, Patara nipples. If you put that on, would that work? Because it's on opposite ones.
Trademark the nipple ring fusion.
And it makes a whole different character. Oh my gosh. Where the Patara earrings go depends on the character.
Oh my
Now imagine your stupid nose rings, and it's just two orbs that they're constantly talking, and it's getting enough. We will. We will. All right.
god.
I do want a one other thing. We're talking in Dokkan Originals, and it's everybody's favorite. A lot of mine are going to be a lot of supers versus extremes because I think extreme deserves it's a limelight as a part one and anniversary after 9 years, 8 years.
They blue balled us so hard with that year 8 thing, man.
Oh God, they did. They could have literally part one is all super, part two is all extreme. I don't know why they
I think
didn't.
Watson was just
He's just teasing the community now. He knows what we want, but he doesn't want to give it.
Or he's like, yeah, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it.
They're saying hateful things about me in the West.
They hate me. They don't get it.
They want Koto back. I'll make sure they never see anything again.
But my unit I would love to see actually does kind of go with your Gogeta Vegito is legitimately a Gogeta Vegito unit. And let's say if it's Gogeta Blue, let's say if it's blue form, it could be Broly and Zamasu dual unit or
Oh
Janemba
my
and
god.
Buu unit as
How
well.
the hell would you ever beat like a Broly with the like a Zamasu shield?
You wouldn't.
No. I mean go theoretically if Soul Punisher works the way it's stated, it just kills Zamasu.
Maybe, maybe, but
But yeah, no, that'd be such an insane duo, and the animation they're clearly not afraid of it because the Trunks and Broly, like, what the hell?
yeah, like
what part of that is supposed to be like a logical thing?
I
We have
mean,
Nappa, Raditz,
it's logical because they both turned into big, angry, buff man with no eyeballs. It makes sense.
the working theory of Trunks is Broly's secret love child.
I've heard that theory so many times that Trunks is actually not Vegeta's son but Broly's.
When he goes
So
super, he looks just like Broly. Oh god, right, Tech Trunks is coming to global soon.
and guess what? Skip, because guess what? My niece is playing Dokkan for me.
Yippee!
Yeah, she's been playing it. She does not care for the game much at all. She's having
It,
more fun with it than I thought she would, but at the same time, she's not
wouldn't it
having
a
the most
game
fun.
like that to someone who hasn't really played it and then give them like the materials to really like have fun with it. Like one of my friends is starting from scratch right now, and I can only bear I can I will struggle to tell you just how much of a toll it is on him. He just constantly complaining like, so I'm supposed to grind these free to play characters, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, for what event? I'll be like, well, that's the fun part. Good luck.
Figure out where they go.
It like, wait, so what about the banners or something? I'll be like, oh, you gotta wait until Anniversary, Heroes, Worldwide, or Tanabata. He's like, so how often are those? Once a year each.
I like so right now she's having fun. She's doing my. I don't know if you've ever actually seen my account. My account was honestly stacked. It was just like 2 units, like Bardock and I think the Hellfighter 17 duo. That's all I was
I,
missing. Oh, she's having a lot of fun making teams. She says that as I have fun making the teams, and I feel so bad for Broly. She knew of Broly, and so she's gone and beat up Broly probably 100 times. I don't know why. I told her to link level. She said she linked levels. I don't know if she does.
the better question is she doing it the right way? Because otherwise, she might have been doing that for like
She's on the
weeks
first
on
level.
end.
She's on the first
She's
level,
doing
man.
it the manual way, like the old way before we had auto mode.
I told her she did ask once, and I have told her where to go. She's very receptive on
Okay.
that. So I think she's
Because
on 29.3 or whatever it is, 29.2, whichever the 29 one that I use.
I usually do 30 and I think 4.
Oh, do they finally add new stages to global?
They have, and they actually added new ones not too long, like extra after those. But those aren't. I don't think those are good for link leveling.
Man, I've been so long off the game for my 2 months that I didn't even know.
Real, I was gone for like almost 2 years.
Man, it'll be weird picking the game up after not touching it for a couple, like 2 months, soon to be 3 months. So just be like, bam, this is mine.
Heroes does that.
I
Yeah, I would love for a Heroes anniversary because oh my god, we do not get enough representatives of that, and that is like an infinite amount of content that they're just
Oh
letting
yeah.
sit around and doing it yearly. Where it's like, do you know how many units are in this like little like in this old little section of the franchise that they're just leaving untouched?
Like yeah, like one that I can think of right now is Baby Hachiyak. Like I love Hachiyak. Believe it or not, he's one of my favorite villains. I like his design. He looks so cool in his Revenger canon. He's just cool. And Baby Hachiyak, great. Didn't they also have Baby Bojack? Or am I crazy?
Something like that.
I maybe, but like they have.
So much just raw content just
They
left out there.
they do. It's ridiculous what they actually can truly do. They only have
And
Baby
then
Hachiyak.
they've stopped like letting those units be unfeatured. Like if you look at other units, like there are still some heroes that are like unfeatured. Like you can still get like Demigra and stuff like that.
That's Xenoverse. Those are Xenoverse characters. Those ones.
Demigra was official. I'm pretty sure Demigra was originally from the heroes, and then he
He may have been, but the unit in the game, then Toa and Mira are based on the Xenoverse variant.
yeah, Toa Mira from Xenoverse, and I believe that those are the ones that we have in the game. But Demigra, I believe, has been heroes for a while. That he became Xenoverse later on.
I think yeah, you're probably right on that. Heroes. I'm not entirely too well versed in Heroes itself, but I know at least the unit. This one is based on the yeah.
Yeah,
Xenoverse.
Toa and Mira are definitely from like those versions are from Xenoverse, but the Demigra is just kind of like, oh, we're just gonna have a heroes unit here, but not make them limited. Everybody else is.
Yeah, then that really sucks. Heroes is such a fun thing. Like it's realistically probably one of. I like Anniversary worldwide and Heroes the most. Honestly, I like World Heroes the most out of the three of those. Even
Tanabata just kind of surprises everybody a lot. Like you would never expect them to have these kinds of like really hype and like good characters, but they usually do. Like Tech Gogeta when he came out, everybody loved him. He was really good. And then they had the Vegeta Trunks who just aged super well. And then you have this upcoming full power Goku, who's like he looks great, he feels great, and he's just a really fun unit.
I thought you were about to say he looks great, he feels great, he's not great. That's what I thought. That's how that buildup was going.
But he's not that good.
He's up there. I know he's a good unit, and like like I said, I'm trying to cut back on it, so I'm not going to be spending on him.
Yeah, but as you said, like a dual Gogeta, Vegito, and then like their antagonist as a part one, I think would be honestly really well deserved because every anniversary's had them. So at least oh, you're gonna do it. We'll let them both be part of it, and then let their respective antagonists be there. And then part two, vice versa, right?
Yeah, and part two is, let's say, first form is Super Saiyan, second form is Blue, and it's Broly Zamasu and Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue.
And then vice versa.
Exactly. Either way, however you want to do it, they should do that. Hey, Dokkan, we know you're listening. I know you're listening. You want to make some.
Any of our ideas? Do these.
Make some fucking money. Legitimately make it like fusion, like most actual fusion based. Everything pertains to fusions and who they fought. Like new.
I'm gonna start crying if they do like a Gogeta and Broly dual unit, like a Vegito and Brood, like a Vegito and Zamasu dual unit.
Could you imagine that though? That would be cool.
When they did it with the Hit and Super Saiyan God Goku, they made them extreme from Hit rather than Super from the Goku. So I think with this, they'll probably do like a vice versa thing.
I'm surprised we don't have like a type swapping yet.
So, yeah, that would be pretty interesting to have for that.
All right, how about now back to you?
I would say outside of. All right, hold on, my sister's being annoying.
Alrighty, so while he does that, we shall just talk Heroes. Heroes is great. I hope you people out there get whatever you want to summon for on Heroes this year. Just because I know a lot of people are actually getting really hyped for Heroes this year. Out of all the things that come with it, Heroes is just fun. Vegito 4 Limit Breaker. I'm excited for it. Supposed to bringing me back is the Limit Breaker Vegito 4. And Easy A Vegito 4 too, because he was the first Heroes unit I put a shit ton of time into. That made it even better because boy freaking howdy did I have fun with the crossover team. I still do. Still
The
part of
crossover team is really weird because they have like AGO Bardock on it.
it. Is he on it?
Yeah, they have AGO Bardock in crossover.
Like, did he cross
I,
over
I always thought that was
team-wise?
weird because that's just an anime original thing, but they don't have like Tag Bardock or like the other anime original characters there.
Well, I mean, if it okay, you know what? If the AGO on that does kind of go on to his like TV special, okay, that is that his TV special was actually like a movie special, something like that. And
Yeah, but
I
it's
guess we
weird
also he
because
crossed over timelines.
yeah, it's weird.
That's my he crosses over timelines. Makes sense.
Yeah, and I believe there's characters in the game that has something like that where it's like, oh, they oh yeah, like the time travelers category in Dokkan. It's not
Yeah.
even characters who've actually time traveled. Like you have Fat Boo there, you have Bojack there. And it's like, when did these guys ever actually time travel? And it's like, oh well, they were stuck for a while and then they just awoke in a new time, so they traveled through. So it's like, what? Just
Dokkan logic, whereas what units are on? Wasn't there a unit that was supposed to be on planetary destruction that wasn't, and people were
I'm not too sure actually. It might have been like Cell or something.
maybe? I know people were upset whenever he got the Kamehameha thing and like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Bojack
Oh
movie.
my god, don't get me started on that Kamehameha. You know what's so angry? I think you and me have already talked about it, so I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. But that Kamehameha category thing, they need to either establish the rules on that or just give it out, or just give it out to everybody because, oh my god, that's so stupid.
Everybody who shoots a blue beam is just doing a Kamehameha now.
Please make the rules on it because how are you going to say Gohan, the future one, whose signature move is the one-handed Kamehameha, not be on
That's
Kamehameha?
his
But
future
you're gonna have
Gohan is the Masenko. That's his thing. We got this discussion. It was never officially stated he does the Kamehameha until this art.
no, he doesn't. Like even
I know what you're talking
mean,
about. It's and it's blue, but it's never actually stated it's the Kamehameha.
if you look at like Xenoverse or like the other games, they call it the one-handed Kamehameha, and
I
sometimes
know
they be
they
like,
do, but it's in the games, not the anime. It's never stated. As
I
far
get
as I
that, but then
know.
you look at the 23rd World Tournament Goku. He doesn't actually do a blue beam at all, but he's on Kamehameha.
Does he not?
Actually, no, he does when he jumps up above them and then does it, but he never actually states whether that's a Kamehameha or not. He just kind of shoots it.
I'm looking this up. Resurrection F, that's useless. Xenoverse, that's also useless. It's not saying anything outside of Resurrection F.
Did Gohan never actually say that was a Kamehameha?
No, he just shot a blue beam.
Really? After slamming 17 down like that?
Yeah, he just shoots out a blue beam. I mean, it's showing right here. Wiki is technically saying one-handed Kamehameha, but he never actually says it's a one-handed Kamehameha. Technically.
Okay. Like I said, I think Dokkan should make the rules about that, but I'm not getting too deep into the Kamehameha thing.
Yeah, I mean, we can have. We know we'll have to have you back on here to have a whole discussion
Yeah.
of categories.
It was my turn next, right? For the
Yeah, yeah.
what else?
Yeah.
So as you've already gone through with the duo things, um, there isn't much else that they can do that they haven't already thought about or decided yet. Like when they like the new mechanics, I would say is since that's usually an anniversary thing, but this year they decided to add on download celebration. I think if they add a new mechanic, like let's just say they added a mechanic where it's like hits time skip or something like that. Instead of making a domain, make it so some characters have certain like let's say Boo's absorption or hits time skip, or like Goldo's little time stop. They can have like mechanics like that for certain characters, where it's like you give something special like that, and then all of a sudden the unit feels like a brand new thing rather than just a remake.
Yeah. I thought about having like a rage mode kind of thing. Be something I could think of, mixed with the domain stuff like that, like 3 turns of that. I mean,
Yeah, I'd assumed that he would have a domain with the way they've like established that because literally anything can have it as long as it's like a setting change rather than like an actual like thing. Like when Zamasu had it, I think a lot of people didn't really expect that. Yeah, free to play Trunks is gonna do it by throwing them into the sky.
yeah. Then yeah. Then
kind of made it
Gohan.
feel like it lost its luster.
Then the Gohan just kind of,
He just makes
flies.
the city rainy.
It's just there. It's just there.
So it's like they should make like character specific like domains, or not really domains, but like mechanics,
Yeah. Like,
because they always save it for anniversaries. And if this is gonna be the situation, then make so these characters can have like something unique rather than just, oh yeah, we're gonna make this mechanic, and then the next time we make it, it's just gonna be kind of like fraudulent.
going to the hit one, because my next one is actually a Uni 6 thing, is Kaioken Blue Goku and a hit.
Yeah,
Is I've thought about it as having him. It's I guess domain is the right thing, because unfortunately the Infinite Zamasu did exactly how I wanted the hit to go with the time skip.
yeah, where it's like it has its certain effects, it changes the setting. It looked like that's what it was gonna be, and then we just got like kind of, I want to say bald.
Yeah.
You got people getting thrown into the sky as the same impact as when the entire universe was being taken over.
I mean, I guess it is just change the scenery. That's all it is.
It's just setting change.
We'll need to see a few more to actually see how well it actually goes, to see if it is actually stupid. Let's say I imagine like some of the ones will have cooler ones, like Gohan and Zamasu, and the free to play ones. If the more they do it, they're just gonna have like some really stupid ones of.
I'm just hoping that they do something like that, like the time skip. Hopefully, like if it has a domain and it's the time stop, hopefully it has some kind of special gimmick to it rather than just a scenery change.
Like counterattack, like he dodges and counters all attacks aimed at him.
Maybe like a because he already has like that ability where he can kind of phase shift, or like have a clone of him out on the field while he can tag. Maybe just give him like a dodge while that's active.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a counter would work too, just like dodge and then counter.
Here's what would be the fun part if they really want to start doing stupid stuff like that. Is let's use hit as an example, but dispo units can hit him no matter what, and it, like make it, and then make it. I could actually see them doing like that, making it overpowered.
Could you imagine they added like a dexterity stat to units and to like, oh, you need a certain amount to hit a unit with dodge?
That'd be cool, actually. One of our guys.
It'd be really interesting mechanically, because then outside of like your chance to dodge, you would also have to consider the enemy's dexterity and into that factor.
Pat, I'm sure you've had conversations with Pat, so I'm sure you know Pat.
A few.
But one of his things, he's always talked about wanting like a poison effect in Dokkan, which I think could be done well. And like, unfortunately,
like a bleed effect or a poison effect. There are units who specialize in things like that.
Frost. That was the first thought, because Universe 6 introduced it and we give us a Frost that gives us the bleed effect, the first one, and it's just him. It's like, and to the.
I mean, if status effects in general, there's a lot of variety because you have like Nuova who does burn, you have Ice who can freeze. Like, there's variety to be sure.
Okay, a side topic. I'm surprised we don't have like a Dokkan Fest Ice who can freeze and gets like a Ghost Usher. I'm really surprised we don't have something like that.
I'm surprised too, because we've gotten a lot of like Goku, and then the only Ice we ever get are like either side banner units or, well, that's kind of it.
Yeah, that we need, and a free to play. We have one free to play unit. Can't forget that one. Two that.
Oh wow.
I don't know if we count Shadow Dragon Army in that, but we have one standalone Ice unit in the game.
Wow, yippee!
Hey, it's better than some units out there. We don't have an LR Kid Buu. Take that.
We do not indeed.
Ice has 3 iterations before there's an LR Kid Buu. Bobbity has 3 LRs before there's an LR Kid Buu.
I wonder what my next top pick character would be.
Bobbity. All jokes aside, I could legitimately see
what is their fascination with Bobbity, man?
It's like a ball sack. That's what it is. I was like, how many times can we reuse this one character? Bobbity's done a lot. Unfortunately, he has
this one character who's had an attack throughout the entire franchise,
and all he really does is power papa, and that's all he does.
And all of his units is just sick of gang. You just get someone else to do the work.
Yeah. I'm really surprised. Honestly, here's how I imagine us doing. They give us one more. You'll love it. One more LR Bobbity, but it's Bobbity, like all of his minions, like a Shadow Dragon army.
Would like for either that or like some kind of like standby where Fat Boo just kills him and takes over.
That'd be fun.
That'd be funny, in my opinion. you just you see this, you just oh my god, the fourth Bobbity, and then it's like we're finally gonna do it. We're gonna kill him off right here.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's three, right? You have the physical Boo and Bobbity, the AGL Boo and Deborah, Bobbity and Deborah, and then you have the it just Bobbity.
Yeah, they just decided, yeah, we're gonna make a damn near full color wheel of Bobbity and every single like major character he's influenced.
Two more. Give us two more Bobbities. Let us have a whole color team of Bobbities. Oh my god, here's what they're gonna be doing, and you'll hate
And
this
they're
like
gonna
me.
make the leader the LR Kid Boo.
Here's what you're gonna hate is it'll be another standalone Bobbity, but it'll be like the Ginyu Force team, and it's just free to play Bobbity LRs.
Oh my god! And then you're just gonna have the last option, like the last color, and it's gonna be like
Bobbity.
adult, like an original Bobbity with Kid Boo. That's gonna be the first LR Kid Boo.
Yeah, another. That would be so fucking funny. It's lit. All you see is a one sprite. It's just Bobbity every single time. It doesn't show the whole art. It's just his stupid face grinning in the bottom right in a full circle, like
He
the raid
knows
mode.
what he did wrong. He knows why I hate him. Like he's gonna just keep showing off.
He's gonna papara papa.
And
And
the
sure.
only time Kid Boo actually does anything is on like an active skill. So you can just skip it completely with like your setting. You don't even see Kid Boo ever.
No, give him a guard ability. Every once in a while, Boo will absorb a physical blow. Give him like the STR, the Nullify. Give him that.
Kid Boo's LR just to be a shield.
Yes. What did Kid
That's
Boo
like
ever
my
do?
that's like my biggest fear.
What did
If they
Kid Boo ever
actually
do? Why does he deserve an LR?
he actually did a lot.
Kid Boo was around for like 5 episodes if you really think about it, and all he did was fight Goku and Vegeta and
He
Boo.
blew up the earth immediately and said, I'm just gonna smash and break everything. I'm gonna kill you guys a second
The
time."
Earth gets destroyed like every other saga. What's the point? What's the difference?
Not really. No other villain up until him actually completed it.
Wasn't there one?
Yeah, nobody else actually blew up the earth until him.
Okay, it's a joke.
And then after him, it was like, yeah, Golden Frieza did it, and then
The Shadow
I
Dragon,
guess
the Shadow Dragon balls. Can't forget,
um,
can't forget
I don't
Jesus.
think they actually destroyed the earth. They just had it completely surrounded in negative energy.
No, the Earth did explode. That's why they moved to Planet Tuffle. Then they had to go wait a year to get the
Oh
balls.
yeah, that's where the Gohan meme came from.
Yeah, and Piccolo died, which was sad.
Dang.
All right, on to our last pick. You better have a good fun pick because I have a good fun pick that people are gonna hate because this is kind of a meme one, but also kind of not meme at the exact same time. So earlier this year, we had ourselves a Battle of Wits 200% Carnival Goku from the Hachiyak movie, who was our STR Goku, giving us now an AGL LR Super Saiyan Goku, a Tech Super Saiyan Goku, an STR, and Int. We do not have a physical LR Super Saiyan Goku. So,
At all.
at all.
I mean, if you count like the duo ones, then like the year three Gogeta, but
I'm counting.
like standalone.
Yeah, standalone. It's all every unit I just named is a standalone Super Saiyan LR Goku.
That's surprising. I thought there was one by now.
No, there isn't. That's I made the joke a while back of a Broly movie celebration that there's a Goku built like the LR Team 7.
I I mean, I believe I actually like mentioned this. Like, I thought download celebration would be that too. Like, I thought they'd finally really because we do not have like an L like well the STR LR Broly does not necessarily count because none of his animations are up to date. I don't even believe.
No, they're not.
Like,
It's from. You mean the? Do you mean that year 7 one? Or the?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, no, like the STR-LR Broly.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't hear the LR part. That's my bad. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the STR-LR Broly, like he doesn't really count as like the first movie Z Broly, so I don't really do that.
No,
He can, but he doesn't have the animations
no,
for it.
he's
So I'm
from.
thinking
Yeah, he's from the second movie, the Second Coming.
the STR-LR.
Yeah,
Huh.
because
So yeah, that was gonna be to my point. I thought Worldwide Celebration would be like the first ever Broly, like the first Broly movie Goku LR, and then like the Z Broly from the first movie.
I'm expecting us to get one because Broly has had an iteration of unit in every single lead. We don't have a Carnival Broly and we don't have a 200% Broly. So I'm expecting to see some Brolys in 2024.
I think we are due for a lot. Like I think something that we've mentioned already is like standalones. There's a lot less of characters that we need. No LR physical standalone Goku. We have no LR standalone Kid Buu. We have no LR standalone like Revival Cell. Not even like an LR standalone like Gogeta Blue. And the same thing with DBS Broly. We have a bunch of Z Broly standalones, but not LR for like the DBS. So it's like that could be definitely something like a Gogeta, like another DBS Broly one. But actually, I don't know that we never actually. Yeah, so we could have like a Gogeta Blue standalone with like the DBS Broly one.
It's a Gogeta Broly. It's just a Gogeta Broly one, and like part one is Gogeta Blue and full power Broly, and part two is Super Saiyan 2 Gogeta from what game is it? Which Dragon Ball game is it that he fought Broly?
Was it Budokai?
It may have been Budokai. Like he just powered like it's all just Gogetas and
If
Broly.
it wasn't Budokai, it was Raging Blast. I'm pretty sure it was Budokai. It's one of like the intros.
It is one of the intros, and part of me is thinking Raging Blast all of a sudden.
It could. It's one or the other.
I'll
I
look
don't
it
think
up.
it's any of them.
I'll look it up while you to go on your final thing because another Super Saiyan Goku so we can have one of all types.
All right. Well, then outside of that, this one this is going to be the debut of the King of Controversy. I think Resurrection F should get one.
Fair, okay. That's a
If you really look into it, there is not well. The only Dokkan Fest we've ever gotten was the recent one, the Int Goku and Vegeta. That is the only Dokkan Fest for the Resurrection F arc we've ever gotten, and I think that's kind of just
I will actually correction. Tech Golden Frieza. The old
the transformation one.
No, the Neo God from years back, the old 100% lead. From around the time of Vegeta, like those God leads.
Oh, he might be actually. Yeah,
Yeah, he's from the movie.
and he's a Dokkan Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I'm actually drawing a blank about this guy.
All right, hold on. Let me just happen to go to my handy dandy computer here and just
Tech Dokkan Festival Golden Frieza.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
I forgot he was at Dokkan Festival. I thought him and the AGL one were just like side banner units.
No, the AGL one was released as a side banner unit. I want to say on his own banner actually, like with the no, it was a different banner because first banner that came out was I think AGL Super Saiyan Blue Goku, STR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then Frieza. No, it was Tech Goku, the Nuke Goku. It was the Nuke Vegeta and the Nuke Frieza all came out at the same time because the arts coincided with each other.
I actually didn't realize they were Dokkan Fest because it's just been so long since I've seen this guy be pulled.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't been on a banner a long time. We have count them, two Dokkan Fest from Resurrection F, arguably one of the worst.
And one of them was like super, like one of them was like pretty recent too. Like Goku Vegeta is not that old. Like I think he's only a year old.
Yeah, I think they're like
So you have like that. It's like those are the only Dokkan Fest we've got of them, and it's like there's a lot of potential for like a Dokkan Fest LR for them. Like Golden Frieza has a gold coin LR, but there's still a lot of stuff that they could have done with him.
And like a Taguma. Give us a Taguma.
Yeah, it could be like a side banner Taguma who's like a really good support for him.
And then
you have like the Goku and Vegeta would probably have like a side banner Go Tanks or like a side banner Krillin.
Or a Gohan. Oh god, a poor Gohan. Could you imagine
No,
that?
not that guy.
And all he does is what would he do? What would he do? Would he
He would
revive
start
into
off
a
at like
Gotenks?
he would start off at like 800% start of turn and then go down by 100% every turn.
Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Like have him full like that actually would be really cool to think of something like that. Have him like 1,000% and he loses let's say 50% per turn.
Oh god, he would be pretty good for half the game, like half the thing. Then, so
But it
it's not
depends on
bad.
his stats. If he has low stats, look at Demon. Like if he has like Demon King Piccolo stats, he'll be good for like 2 turns, and then he's gonna be ass.
Yeah, that's how that's gonna go. I mean, hopefully he'll have an actual kit with that rather than just here's a lot of start of turn.
Uh,
We've seen now that that's not enough.
yeah, but I'm also thinking the reason I thought about that was I was thinking the Oolong and Yamcha, not Yamcha, launch card, and just build it like that.
Yeah, I think they're like what, like 800, well, like 500% start of turn, and then they can just go down.
560 is what they start off with. Their first turn they have 500% attack, but yeah, 560 is the number.
That's just insane. Yeah, I was thinking something like that. Like that's what I was kind of basing off the Gohan if we get him.
Can you imagine?
But yeah, I think Resurrection F is just a lot of stuff that they could have done because as TURs for the Goku and Vegeta, we've only gotten one animation of them, and we know that there's a lot more that they could have done.
Yeah. Like, and then also make it a revive, too.
Yeah, like if Vegeta dies, you just revive, and then you swap into Goku, or like a revive counter attack with like a standby Vegeta. There's a lot of options that they have.
Hear this out. This will be stupid, but not at the exact same time. But it will be. It's a Goku into Vegeta. But whenever if it's a revive, you revive back into Goku, who can again swap back into Vegeta.
They just tag.
Yeah, well, because it's technically, at least if anything, it'll go from Goku Vegeta to Goku because it's a revive back into the Goku.
I was thinking it'd be something similar to like the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, where he starts off base, has to stand by with Oob, and then he becomes, just full power, or goes back to base depending on how it goes. But with this, you can have like if just Goku and then standbys into Vegeta, and then if you get the revive off, you go into Goku, or if you don't get it off, you just go back into like the Goku beforehand.
It's all Gokus. Make it a Goku that revives into a
Vegeta is just there just to stall yet again.
That's a side banner unit. Make him the side banner unit. Vegeta, it's been a while since Vegeta's had a side banner unit that wasn't Battle of Gods.
I mean, that Vegeta's still pretty, like, he's pretty cool, don't get me wrong.
Oh, he's
that's
great.
I love you.
He's a great
And his OST is great.
I play with Spotify.
At this point, Dokkan is just a big playlist.
It has some of them. I won't even lie. Some of them do sound really cool. Hearts is still my favorite, though. Hearts, and then
I listen to a lot of them frequently, and like Hearts is just amazing. And then you have other people. Like I still think AGL Bardock's probably like up there for me, top 3.
Tapiana Minotia is my number 2.
I get it. When I first heard it, I was like, "Wow, this is like really interesting. It's unique."
It is. But that's all we got for our fun old episode of Dokkan Win. I was expecting us to be yelling at each other a lot more, but we vibe really well.
the Dragon Ball Heroes one kind of cemented it.
Yo, 100%, dude. You go, anybody out back there, go and clip word for word what I said. I would love Heroes as an anniversary.
Of course. Just so much stuff that they have potential for. But we'll have to
wait, my wallet. No, I don't want Heroes. I don't want Heroes for anniversary. My wallet.
Don't worry, it'll be one banner, but it'll be a DFE banner.
No, part 1 and part 2.
Oh God, you're right.
And 4 banners. 4.
You know what? Maybe they should just leave that to their own.
This will give us LRs. I'm still hoping we get an LR Vegeta 4.
Let's do a Heroes Gogeta Blue, and then like the movie Gogeta Blue.
Just make it a whole banner of just all. Oh my God, I'm gonna hate myself.
One banner with like 100 heroes.
One banner. They get 2 banners, but banner 1 is only Gogeta. All the SSRs are only Gogeta variants. Banner 2 is only Vegito variants.
Just have you know how much money they can make with a concept like that?
You
With how
know,
much
it's been like, and it's all heroes wise. It's all heroes. Yes, base form, Super Saiyan 2, 3,
the limited
4.
characters, their fusions, their anniversary. So you know their kids are gonna be just amazing.
Poor Truth. If that was the case, and released like 8 new units, he'll look at it. It's
Truth is
16.
gonna have to summon on both banners in rainbow every single copy, every single unit.
16 new units he has to rainbow just in part 1. Part 2 will be worse because it's Goku and Vegeta's and it's all their
Imagine this
iterations.
carnival.
Imagine a carnival heroes banner.
I'm okay. And also I really do expect, because last year we got a 200%. I expect us. That's another reason I think we're going to have a LR this year, is because they kind of give us leads that follow suit with kind of the best thing, and I imagine they're giving us is a pure 200% heroes this year.
Yeah, like a carnival rarity for them.
Vegito.
If Vegito is a carnival, that's gonna be just shattering everybody's minds.
Yeah, maybe.
A flat 200% for the category. Obviously, he's gonna be insane. But his banner is gonna be like a yikes.
Yeah. But that's all we have for this episode of Dokkan Win. Thank you all for listening. Thanks, I already fucking Arion.
Yeah, no problem.
I was about to say Orion because that's what my brain keeps going to.
That's usually how it goes. See it now or like Aryan,
Arian.
and that name has a few subtle meanings.
I will inquire about it afterwards. But yeah, thanks all for listening. Stay tuned for more Dokkan When. And also, like I said, go stay tuned for, I have an episode, that's wrong. But I'll have at the end of November, whenever the Heroes banner comes up, I'm going to be going in one more time, probably, and then going back on hiatus for a little while of Dokkan, going with like maybe 1,000, 1,100 stones going into the banner. I want a Rainbow Vegito 4. That's my only goal, and that banner is mostly to Rainbow Vegito 4.
I wish you the best of luck on that, Hayden.
The math's out. If I go in with about 1,000 stones, I have like a 8.8% chance to walk away with a rainbow.
Oh, one thing that we should have mentioned that might be too late for is pity. I think that might have been something that if we could see on a heroes banner would be really fun.
I actually do want to discuss heroes. I actually have a plan. I want to go try to do 2 episodes in November and have a Heroes Hope quick one. You can join us on that one. You can join Danger and I on Heroes next month.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so thanks all for being. Go check out the KH Hauser on YouTube, because like I said, I'll be streaming the final thing on there for a while. Games and Gamers podcast too. Go check us out on YouTube. We're going to be moving to Spotify here at the beginning of the new year. Probably in February is actually my guess, where we're doing stuff. We have Alien Isolation coming out yesterday. Go check it out. Dude, I hated Alien Isolation. Not for the reasons you think, but I met my gaming match in Alien Isolation. I bumped it up to the hardest difficulty as soon as the alien was put into the game, and that AI was a bitch.
Jesus. Okay.
But like I said, go stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for our next one. I'll have hopefully Kyle and Rayshawn on. We're gonna kind of hop away from Dokkan for another episode because I have like 1 or 2 of these a year, and we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball movies, like our favorite Dragon Ball movies.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it sure is. I gotta expand Dokkan Wen for as long as possible until I come back to the game. So Dragon Ball movies. I've actually had this
Dragon Ball Win.
I've had this one planned for a little while. I just had a hard time getting scheduling done. But stay tuned for that. So thanks all for listening. If you listen to us on Spotify, leave us a 5 stars. If you listen to us on iTunes, I don't use Apple, so do whatever's positive on Apple stuff. Thank you for on iTunes.
Support everywhere. Like, subscribe, notifications on.
Yep, that too. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, share this with people, because the more you get, the more Dokkan Win there is. Yeah, I want more Dokkan Win for people. That's KH House.
And leave a comment about what you would like to see.
That's always a 50-50. That's always a 50-50. I've gotten some hate comments.
Yeah, we'll look back and see who got it right.
You need to go back. You'd actually don't. I think the comments are gone at this point because people started calling out at the time. But we did about almost maybe a year and a half ago, probably 2 years ago, a tier list that was like 8 hours because we ranked all the Dokkan Fests.
Jesus, I'm not against it or something like that, but right now we're a little late on time.
It's 3 episodes. It's split up between 3 episodes. That makes it easier.
All right, that's fair enough.
All right, so thanks all for listening. Stay tuned for the next Dokkan. Say bye, actually, Ariane. You know, I always typically do this. It's not a Dokkan Who. Ariane, since this is your first appearance on Dokkan, anything you want to plug? TikToks, Facebooks, Tumblrs? I feel like you're a big Reddit user.
Actually, I do not have Reddit.
You let me down yet again. All right, so what do you? Anything you want to plug or nay?
Join the Dokkan When Discord. I think it's kind of fun there.
Yes, plug my stuff. Yes, come check us out on
So
Dokkan
real.
Win. Go check us out on Dokkan_Win_podcast on Instagram if you want to come join our Discord. Got to be 16 or up though. I'm gonna be more so enforcing that just because of an incident we had earlier today. So, thank you.
All right.
Thanks all for listening. Stay tuned for the next. Say bye, Ariane.
See you guys next time.
Bye, everybody.